Hello and welcome to this video. So I've got two new files inside our project directory. I've got one called settings.json and one called settings.py. So the settings.json you can find obviously on GitHub. It's a list, and it's a list of the settings that our bot is going to be using for the trading. So what we have is a list of 4 objects. Each object is the same. We have a pair that we're going to trade, the number of units we'll trade, the short MA for the MA cross, and the long MA. Now, again, as I've always said, I'm not saying this is the best way to trade or anything like that. This is purely as an example. These are very short moving averages so that hopefully it'll see quite a few trades. And when we do the live trading, we'll actually do it on 5-minute or 1-minute candles or something like that, just to be able to check how everything is working. I need to make a comment on why we've got 1,000 units fixed per pair. Obviously, in the real world with trading, you probably trade deciding in a different way how many units you're going to trade. Maybe you look at the amount you want to risk, or you look at the amount of margin you want to use per trade. To do either of those involves quite a bit of calculation. It involves getting the prices, your current local currency needs to be converted, and then you need to use the margin rate to back calculate exactly how many units you can purchase of a particular pair, depending on a buy or sell, to get the right amount of margin or risk. Now that's beyond the scope of what we're going to do in this course, because I want to keep things as short as possible. It's nothing that you haven't seen already in terms of techniques or anything like this. If, however, it's something that you really want to see or are stuck with, then leave me some comments, and if I get enough comments asking for it, then I'll add an addendum onto the course where I show how you can use the current prices to then calculate exactly how much margin you're going to use or how much risk you're going to take for a particular trade. But for the uses of this bot, we're just going to fix the number of units at 1,000. The way the bot will work is it's actually very frequently, so every few minutes, going to recheck the settings in this file and use the current settings. That means whilst the bot is trading, you'll be able to change this file, the units in this file, or the moving average crosses, and the bot will react to this change. You could add and remove pairs and the bot will react to this change. Now, in reality, using it with a hard-coded file in this way is probably not completely ideal. I have a database which has lots of settings and things set up inside, and the bot uses a database, but it's good enough for the use case that we have now. So what we will need to do is to be able to load our settings up from this file. So the first thing we need is to import JSON, because we're going to be loading some JSON, and then we need to make ourselves a new class called settings. In there we're going to initialize the class with pair, units, short MA and long MA. And here I'm not going to bore you by typing the code out, I'm going to paste it in, but you can take the self.pair, self.units as units, and so on. So what we're essentially going to do is our bot is going to have an instance of the settings class on it where it can access this information. That means we're going to need some class methods to be able to load various parts of our settings information. Before we do that, I just want to write out the familiar representation of our class here so that we can actually print something out to the screen to check that our settings are okay. So we'll just return here, and I think we've done this before in our code a while ago, but basically a string of the variables of the object itself, and that allows us to print an instance of our settings. So the next thing we're going to have is we need to be able to actually load our settings. So to load our settings, we're going to need a class method here, and we've done very similar stuff before with like the instruments with the Oanda API. So we're going to load up our settings, and to do that we need to use json.loadString, which allows us to actually load something, and we'll set our final data dictionary equal to that. And I'm struggling to remember if we've used json.loadString or not. I think we might have done. And essentially what we need to do is open a file and read it inside there. And in our case, we're going to open the settings.json. The R is for read our file, and then json.loadString will put all that into a data dictionary for us. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to return a list, which we've loaded, but I'd like to make it a list of these settings objects rather than just the pure key and value list here, because it'll be easier for us to use and read later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new class method here, and we're going to call this from file object, and that's essentially we're going to create from the object that we load here, which remember will just be pure keys and values, an actual object here. So we can say here return and then settings, and then we take in our object, and the first key was pair, and I'm going to copy and paste these along so that it doesn't bore you completely by doing it. So we need 4 of these, and then we'll take the units, the short MA and the long MA. So what we can do down here then is we can return from this function a list using list comprehension, where we can say CLS for the class then, and from file object, and we'll send in X for X in data. And that should then give us a list of our settings objects, and when we want to print those to the screen, we'll get this string here. Another method that we'll probably need is to actually know what pairs we're going to be able to trade from our settings file. So I've got one called get pairs here. So what we'll do is we'll load up our settings from our load settings, so we have a list of all of our settings objects, and what we can do then is use list comprehension just to return a list of the particular pairs. For now, that's all we're going to need for the settings class. So if I just type if name is equal to main, so the first thing we can do is print X for X in settings.load settings, so that should print each of our settings out as a setting object. And then the other thing I'd like to do is print the actual pairs as well in the list, so that we can check that that's working okay as well. So just going into the console then and running python.settings.py, and you can see indeed we get our settings loaded and printed, and they're, remember, settings objects. And then what we've also got here then is the list of pairs that we actually want to trade from our settings file as well. So this file might change a little bit over the course of the development of the bot, and this class then likewise will change as well. But for now, we've got something that gives us the trading pairs and some objects of the settings that our bot can understand. So thanks very much for watching, and questions, comments, welcome as always. See you in the next one.